Hi guys, thanks for joining me today and welcome to Pilates for Mummies to Be. So I've got quite a few people in my life who are pregnant, so I thought I would give them something to do at home in isolation as well. So this is probably for people in second to third trimester who have quite a big bump that might be getting in the way of their exercise or their Pilates. I'm going to start with my legs cross-legged. If that's not comfortable for you, then just grab a pillow or two, sit on that and take a frog position. You can take your feet as close in towards you as you wish or as far away as you want. Okay, so I'm going to start in cross-legged position, sitting tall and making sure that you're not taking your weight forward and putting too much pressure on the pubic symphysis. We're gonna we're gonna rock back onto your sit bones and you're gonna sit nice and tall on those sit bones. And we're just gonna sit here and rest. And we're gonna take a breathing exercise, and this is actually from a lady called Leah Stewart, who's a California lady, a movement practitioner, and I just thought it was really beautiful, so I thought I'd steal it for the sake of this video. We're going to put your hand on your heart and you're going to put your left hand on your belly or on your babies, and I want you to breathe, and we're going to focus that breath on your heartbeat and feel that connection to your baby's heartbeat. So we're simply just going to breathe for now. We're going to breathe in for 4. In, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to breathe out for 6. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last time we're going to breathe in. 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great, we're going to place our hands onto our knees. And we're just going to get the rib cage mobilized. So we're going to take our rib cage over to the right and come back center and left and center. Take it over to the right and center, left and center. I quite like the image of a typewriter going from side to side. Pelvis is staying quite stable and we're just allowing that rib cage to move from side to side. One more. Now we're going to take that isolation into a circle. So we're going to take our rib cage all the way forward and side and completing the circle, just rocking behind your sit bones and forward. So just nice, natural movement, circling the rib cage all the way around and letting the breath to flow with that movement and round. And next we're gonna go the other way. So let's come back onto our sit bones. We start from the left side. We're going all the way forward. Now I'm not pulling on my knees. I just got them there as a guide, just in case. Rocking behind the sit bones, back on top of the sit bones, forward and round. And last one. And sitting back tall. So we're sitting right on top of those sit bones. And we're going to go for our pelvic tilt. So we're going to curl the tailbone under. And sitting tall. And curling under. I'll go sideways so you can see this a bit better. So I'm going to curl under. Obviously I haven't got that big baby bump, but you get the idea. And up. We're going to add some thoracic extension as well. So as you sit up on those sit bones, I'm just going to open up the chest, feeling nice and broad and coming back to center. Exhale. Pelvic tilt and thoracic extension. I love any kind of movement that has thoracic extension in. One, because I find it quite challenging, but two, we spend all of our life hunched forward over phones or books or whatever. I think it's so nice to go back and open everything out. Open the chest, open the collarbone. Take a breath in. And come back to center. Now we're going to take our arms out to the side. And we're going to go for a nice little side bend, reaching over, touching the fingertips down towards the floor, and using the obliques to lift you up. Inhale as you tilt. Exhale as you lift. Inhale, tilt. Exhale, lift. Try to relax the hip flexors if they're trying to hang on. Again, you might find this more comfortable on top of a cushion. And two more. This time we're going to go for some lateral flexion. So we're going to tilt over to the side. We're going to laterally flex towards the knee. Come back to center and lifting up. Over to the left side. We're going to laterally flex. We've got our arms. Make sure you can see your fingers in your peripheral vision at all times. And lifting over, we're going to twist forward. Twisting back and up. Last time. And up. Now for some Jane Fonda arm exercises, we're going to circle around, forward. And exhale. We're going to inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. We're going to go backwards. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And let's just take a breath. We're going to reach our arms back up. And now they've been working, we're going to go for a figure of 8. So taking our tilt down, we're going to just take a natural figure of 8. Round. I'm just going to roll this out of the way. Round. Like an aeroplane. Just getting that rib cage moving. And round. And round. And round. And let's relax the arms. We're going to take your right arm up and we're going to just do some tricep dips. So taking your other hand behind you, we're just going to lower back and lift. Lower and lift. Bring the elbow in towards your side and push the floor away. And push. And you might even want to push off the floor, give yourself a little bit of a bounce. And push. Other side. Hand reaches back, placing the hand onto the floor. We're going to bring the elbow in towards the side and push. In. Push. If you want to add that extra push, lifting you off the floor, push, push, and push. Last one. Yeah. Let's shoulder roll out any tension that we might have just added. And we're going to go for a little ballet flexion. So we're going to bring our arms into a ballet first position. We're going to pelvic tilt forwards. And we're going to lift the arms up all the way back behind us, pressing them down onto the floor, and thoracic extension, back extension up. If you feel like you want to lift the knees up at this point, you can. Inhale and lift up to the side. We're going to exhale, flexion, and reach up. Inhale, place your hands back onto the floor and back extension. Push off the floor and exhale. Come to that ballet first position. We're going to inhale as you lift up and press the hands down. Push down into the floor, opening up the chest, opening up the collarbone, and lift off. And exhale. Inhale, reach up, float the arms back, press the hands down into the floor and back extension. Last one. And back. Press all the way back, all the way back, all the way back, all the way back. And relax. Again, wiggle out any tension that you might have. Okay, we're going to come up onto our quad position now, onto our knees. So comfortably get yourself onto your knees, hands underneath the shoulders. Now in this position, I want you to feel like you're lifting that abdominal wall up towards your spine. And very gently, we're just going to hinge forward onto the hands, onto the wrists. If you do feel any pain in the wrists, then please put some blankets or cushioning underneath your hands. Once you come back into neutral, we're just going to hinge back, all the way back, as far as you can, back towards your heels. Now here, as you come forward, we're going to hinge forward. I want you to imagine your sit bones coming together, squeezing together, and we hinge back. And as you go back, we're going to open those sit bones wide, 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 wide. And come forward, abdominal wall is lifted. We're going to hinge forwards towards the hands, squeezing the sit bones together, and come back to neutral and take the sit bones wide. Nice. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Great, we're going to take our hands to one side of the body. So I'm going to place my right hand on top of my left hand, and we're going to do a snake-like movement. So I'm going to start by taking my head towards the left side of my body, creating a nice little C shape with my spine. I'm going to move around and I'm going to come all the way through to the other side. So think about your tailbone going all the way back, wagging your tail and making that snake-like movement with your spine from right to left. We're going to swoop the bottom round and over to the other side. Get that spine laterally moving from side to side. So head towards the left side, and then I'm going to swing all the way around and I'm going to come over to the right side. I'm going to come back to center. And I'm going to change my hands over to the other side. So in this time, I'm going to start with my head coming towards the right hip, laterally flexing towards the right. Then I'm going to swing my tail all the way back round, and then I'm going to laterally flex over to the left. And this is quite nice, just a natural movement. If you want to, you can place more weight on your hands, or you can stay back onto your knees. Swinging your tail round and moving as naturally as possible as the body was intended, and to help you when that labour comes. Last time. Coming back to center. We're going to give our wrists a bit of a break now. We're going to sit onto our heels with our knees nice and wide. We're going to take our hands behind our head and engaging the abdominals. We're going to just lift, push off into our knees. And we're going to lift up. And we're going to lower down. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower, so giving you a nice thigh workout. Lift. And lower. Now we're going to add a pelvic tilt into that movement. So as you lift, we're going to curl that pubic bone forward. So we're going to lift and curl. And we're going to sit and straighten the spine. Lift and curl forward, sitting down and stacking the spine. Lift, my chest does come forward with that pubic tilt, lowering down, sitting tall. Let's go one more time, and tilting forwards, lower down. Now we're going to take our arms down to our sides. We're going to go for the 100 breath control. As we do this, I want you to lift up onto your knees, and we're just going to use that breath to concentrate on our abdominals and squeeze everything down in towards our sit bones. Squeezing those sit bones together. We're going to lift up. We're going to inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Squeezing those sit bones together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. And inhale. Feel like you're growing taller and taller. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. Now really push forward in those hips. Feel that hip extension. Allow your hips to extend forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to sit back down. Right, we're turning to our quad position now. I'm going to call this our cat push-up. So feeling comfortable when you're ready. We're going to come up into this quad position. We're going to start by keeping the spine straight. We're going to push down. And then we're going to curl the pubic bone forward. We're going to go into our cat stretch as much as you can. And then we're going to straighten the spine out. Keeping a straight spine, take that full push up, working the biceps, curling the tailbone under, scooping up, and cat stretch. Straightening the spine forward, we're going to push down. Scooping from the pubic bone. And straighten the spine. Last time. Breathing through as you go. And keeping that neutral spine position now. If you feel comfortable doing this, then great. If not, don't worry. You can take it down onto the elbows if you wish, or up onto the hands. I'm going to just simply lift my leg up behind me. So we're going to just do a little glute raise and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. And lift and down. Now, if you feel like you're happy to, as you bring the knee towards you, we're going to just flex forward and head back to neutral as you kick that leg back. And lift. And lift. And let's do some pulses. Flex the foot. We're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Ready for the other side. We're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. lift and lower. If you want to, we're going to add the flexion. Lift and flex. Lift and knee to chest and knee to chest. We're going to take the foot back, flex the foot, pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Great work, guys. Now we're going to take a final stretch. If you feel comfortable, we're going to sit down onto our side. We're going to take one leg forward and we're going to take one leg back. So as long as you feel comfortable in this position, if not, just head back into our frog position and just reach forward over your feet. So we're just going to gradually take the hands forward onto the mat and we're just going to breathe here. If you want to, you can prop yourself up onto your elbows. We're just stretching out those glutes and the piriformis, which can get nice and tight. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. And coming up. However you find it comfortable to change sides. And we're going to go over to the other side. Reaching forward, trying to square up the hips as much as you can. Reaching forward and dropping down onto the elbows if you wish. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And finally, just coming back onto your sit bones, drawing the feet together and taking some final breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hope you enjoyed that, mummies, and see you again soon.